Hello, I'm Dr. Sarah Mitchell. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about something that thousands of men have asked me about, often in whispers, feeling embarrassed or defeated. We're talking about control. The control to last as long as you want in the bedroom. And we're talking about power. The power of a rock-hard erection that you can count on every single time, whether you're 60, 70 or 80. What if I told you the solution to both of these problems wasn't in a little blue pill or a cream or an expensive injection? What if I told you it was a hidden muscle in your own body? A muscle you've been ignoring your entire life. A muscle that when activated correctly acts like a superpower. This is what I call the sex muscle.
You may have heard of it. People call them Kegels. But I'm here to tell you a secret that most doctors are simply too busy to explain and most fitness gurus get completely wrong. 90%, maybe even more, of the men who try to do Kegels are doing them improperly. They are tensing their abs, their butt, their thighs. They're pushing down when they should be pulling up. They are, quite frankly, making the problem worse. Where are you watching this video from? I'd love to know. Please write it in the comments. I'm always fascinated to see how far this health community reaches. So let's talk about this secret weapon. The medical term is the pelvic floor. It's a sling of muscles, like a small, powerful hammock that stretches from your pubic bone in the front to your tailbone in the back. This muscle group is the unsung hero of your entire sexual function.
Think about it. What stops your flow of urine? The pelvic floor. And what controls the powerful contractions that cause ejaculation? You guessed it, the pelvic floor. Now here is the billion-dollar secret. The part that connects this muscle to erectile dysfunction. What happens when you get an erection? Blood flows into the penis. But what keeps it there? What makes it hard, firm, and solid like steel? It's this very same hammock of muscles. When you are aroused, the pelvic floor tenses in a very specific way. It clamps down at the base of the penis, compressing the veins that would normally let the blood flow back out. It literally traps the blood inside, creating that rigid, powerful erection you desire. When this muscle is weak, what happens? The blood flows in, but it leaks right back out. Your erections are soft, they don't last, and you feel that sense of panic. When this muscle is weak, what happens during sex? You get close to the point of no return and your body sends the signal to ejaculate. A weak muscle has no break. It just spasms and it's over before you even wanted it to start. This is why the men who come to me, the men who are frustrated and feel like they've lost their masculinity, are almost always shocked when I don't write a prescription. Instead, I teach them this. Because strengthening this one muscle group gives you back the control panel. So, are you ready to learn? Are you ready to find this muscle and train it correctly, starting right now? The first and most important step is identification. You cannot train a muscle you cannot find, and this is where most men fail.
The common advice you hear is try to stop your stream of urine mid-flow. And yes, that is the muscle. But here is my professional warning. Do not make a habit of this. Doing Kegels while you urinate can confuse your bladder, damage the sphincter, and lead to urinary infections or incomplete emptying. You should only use that test once or twice in your life, just to feel the sensation. You'll feel a pulling up and squeezing in sensation right at the base of your pelvis, behind your scrotum. Got it? Good. Now, never do it on the toilet again. From now on, we train this muscle dry in a controlled way. Here is the easiest, safest way to find it. Sit down or lie down comfortably. Relax your entire body. Breathe deeply. Let your shoulders drop. Unclench your jaw. Now, without tensing your buttocks, your legs, or your stomach, I want you to gently squeeze that internal muscle you just discovered. Imagine you are trying to hold back gas.
Feel that little squeeze in your rectum? That's part of it. Now, imagine you are also trying to stop urine at the same time. It's a squeeze and a lift. Here is a visual that works for thousands of my patients. Imagine your testicles are on a cold surface and you are trying to lift them up and away from it without using your hands. You'll feel a subtle but distinct lift in your scrotum. If you place a hand gently under your scrotum, you will literally feel them rise slightly when you squeeze the correct muscle. Another way. Stand naked in front of a mirror, squeeze the muscle. You should see your penis retract slightly and your scrotum lift up. If you see your butt cheeks clenching or your stomach sucking in, you are doing it wrong. Stop, relax, and try again. This is not a macho exercise. It's not about brute force.
It's about finesse. It's about isolation. A smaller, correct squeeze is infinitely better than a massive, incorrect one. Congratulations! You have just found your secret weapon. You have found the key to unlocking lasting power and control. Now, let's turn that key. How do we train it? Just like any other muscle, the pelvic floor needs two types of training. Endurance, for holding back, and fast twitch, for sudden control. We are going to create a simple routine. You will do this 3 times a day. In the morning when you wake up, maybe at lunch, and before you go to bed. No one will even know you're doing it. You can do it lying down, sitting at your desk, or even waiting in traffic. Here is the doctor's secret Kegel routine. It has 2 parts. Part 1, the elevator, for endurance and erection strength. This is your slow twitch muscle fiber training. This is what builds the strength to clamp the veins and maintain that rock-hard erection for minutes or even hours. I want you to imagine your pelvic floor is an elevator. Breathe in deeply. As you exhale slowly, begin to squeeze and lift that muscle. Imagine you are lifting the elevator from the first floor to the second floor to the third floor. Squeeze it up, up, up as high as you can, slowly. Hold it at the top. Hold that squeeze for a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be tight, like you're making a fist with that internal muscle. Now, the most important part. You must relax completely. Slowly let the elevator descend. Floor 3, floor 2, floor 1, all the way to the basement. You must relax completely for at least 5 seconds. Why is this relaxation so important? A muscle that is always tense is a weak muscle. It's a muscle in spasm. Many men who think they have premature ejaculation already have a pelvic floor that is too tight, too spastic. They need to learn to relax it just as much as they learn to tense it. This complete squeeze and release is 1 repetition. I want you to do 10 of these elevator reps. 5 seconds up, 5 seconds hold, 5 seconds down, 10 times. This is the foundation of your new power. Part 2, the flicker for ejaculation control. This is your fast twitch muscle training. This is the brake pedal. This is the muscle you will use in the heat of the moment, right when you feel you're about to lose control. This one is simple. Squeeze and lift that same muscle, but do it hard and fast. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Like you're flickering a light switch. On, off. On, off. There's no long hold here. It's just a rapid, powerful contraction. I want you to do a set of 15 to 20 of these flickers. Pull it up, let it drop. Pull it up, let it drop. So your full routine 3 times a day is 10 elevator reps, 5 second hold, 5 second relax. 15 to 20 flicker reps. Quick squeeze, quick release. That's it. The whole thing takes maybe 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 3 times a day to completely rebuild your sexual function from the inside out. Now let's talk about the common mistakes. I see this all the time. Mistake number 1, holding your breath. This is a classic. When you hold your breath, you tense your chest and neck and you bear down. This puts downward pressure on the pelvic floor, which is the exact opposite of what we want. You must breathe. Breathe out as you squeeze and lift. Mistake number 2, using your friends. Your butt, your stomach, and your thighs are not your pelvic floor. They are accessory muscles. If you feel your butt lifting off the chair, you are doing it wrong. Relax everything. This is a targeted, precise movement. Mistake number 3, overdoing it. Men, we are programmed to think more is better. We think if 10 reps is good, 100 reps must be better. Wrong. This is a small muscle. If you overtrain it, you'll just make it sore and spastic. Stick to the routine. Consistency beats intensity every single time. Now for the best part. How do you use this in the real world? How does this simple exercise translate to mind-blowing sex? Let's talk about erections. Once you've been training for a few weeks, you'll notice your erections are different. They feel fuller, harder. This is because that clamp is working. You can even enhance it. When you're in bed and you feel your erection is at 80%, Do a gentle 5-second elevator squeeze. You will literally feel the blood lock in and the erection swell to 100%. It's like adding an extra boost of power on demand. Now, let's talk about premature ejaculation. This is the game changer. This is what gives you the control of a tantric master. You are with your partner. You're feeling the sensations build. You feel that familiar point of no return approaching. In the old days, you would panic. You'd tense up and it would be over. Not anymore. Now you have a new tool. The moment you feel that sensation starting to build too fast, you do two things.
You take a long, slow, deep breath. You execute a 3-second elevator hold. Just squeeze and hold that muscle for 3 seconds. What does this do? It does two things. First, it physically interrupts the ejaculatory reflex. It's like putting a stop sign right in the middle of the nerve signal. Second, and just as importantly, it gives your brain something else to focus on besides the panic. You're focusing on the squeeze, not on the fear. You hold for 3 seconds, you release, you take another deep breath, and you've just bought yourself another 5, 10, even 15 minutes. You can use this break as many times as you need. This is how men go from lasting 2 minutes to lasting 30. It's not magic, it's muscular control. And do you know who else will notice? Your partner. When you are inside her and you give a gentle squeeze, she feels that. It's a pose, a grip that adds a completely new layer of sensation for her. You're not just a passive participant anymore. You are an active lover. You are controlling the very pressure and sensation of the experience. This is the power you've been missing. When can you expect results? This is not a one-night miracle. This is a commitment to yourself. If you do this routine consistently, 3 times a day, you will start to notice a change in your urinary control and general awareness of the muscle within 2 weeks. Within 4 to 6 weeks, you will notice a significant difference in your erection quality. They will be harder, more reliable. And within 8 to 12 weeks, that's when the magic happens. That's when you'll have the kind of control over your ejaculation that you thought was only possible in movies.
You are rebuilding a crucial part of your body. You are reactivating a dormant power. This isn't just about sex. It's about confidence. It's about knowing that your body works. It's about walking into any situation with the calm assurance that you are in control. Forget the pills, forget the shame. The power to fix this has been inside you all along. You just needed a doctor to give you the correct map. The elevator, the flicker, 3 times a day, start today, and reclaim the man you were always meant to be.